When you recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, we have many ahadith in respect of the verses of reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas along with the remaining two chapters, Al-Falaq and An-Nas, 3 times. We have many ahadith in this respect. But when somebody, they have their own form of dhikr and they say 1,000 times or 1,100 times or whatever. So I know where you're coming from when you say to the person, provide me the reference, and if you don't, then, I will dump you and all of that. I don't do that. I normally like to pretend that I am not knowledgeable whatsoever. So I ask the person, MashaAllah, so what do I get if I recite it 100 times? Because if you state that you do something in certain number of times, there must be some virtues. So what do I get? Well, I don't know. Okay, can we find out? Like that, simply. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. I can easily offend a person. I prove that he and his party and his sheikh are ignorant. I don't want to do that. I want to take his hand, me and him cross to the safe side, which is, let's do the sunnah. Let's abstain from any innovation. And instead of reciting it certain number of times that is not mentioned in the hadith, and again, by stating this number of times and you do it on regular basis, it will be void of any reward. So why don't you do what is rewardable? Okay? So take it easy with people. And instead of hammering them, say, okay, so what is the verses? What can I find that? Alhamdulillah, shukla, if you type any hadith you want, you can get it. And you can find out whether it's weak. 10 years ago, the shuyukh or something big, because any person wanted to find out, or he has a hadith in mind, he would call and ask the sheikh, what do you think of this hadith, sheikh? And the sheikh knows how to fetch in the books and come up with the answer. But nowadays, everyone, even laymen, can know whether this is sound hadith or fabricated one. You type the hadith, and then you will find a lot of writings, the meaning, where it was mentioned, whether it's sound or weak. Simple. So why do we ignore all of that and again stick to the ancient sayings? Verify the authenticity of any requirement or any sort of dhikr or any number of times that I have to do something as an act of worship. Okay?